Shalom. All honor, praise, and glory be to Yahweh Bashim Shah, or Hakodah. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone who were well. Peace and blessings to the faithful elect, those slated to be saved from the destruction prophesied, foretold, and promised to America and to all its wicked inhabitants and all the, certain parts of the globe as well. Different, parts of the globe, but primarily America. Those slated to be saved being none other than the Israelites, which consist of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, men teaching the truth across the four corners of the earth, and men, women, and children that, have turned back to their heritage and that are in this faith according to their works. All right? Believe this. So I'm going to title this one, Bleed Out. Bleed Out. And it's something I'm meditating on. It's something I kind of pretty much didn't want to do, but I couldn't find the words. And the Spirit just hit me like this, so bleed out. And that's pretty much what you're going to see happen to America. America's going to bleed out. And with bleeding out, ultimately comes forth, what comes out of that is death. You see what I'm saying? So real quick, let's get some understanding on that, on the process of that. Because this is according to the Lord's word, right? Which is what we go by. So this is Numbers 35, and I'm going to start at 31. It says, "Moreover, ye shall take no satisfaction for the life of a murderer, which is guilty of death, but he shall be surely put to death." Yeah, because the scriptures say, "Woe to him that builded a city by blood." You see what I'm saying? And that's Esau, so-called white man. America was built off blood, nothing but bloodshed. So not only do they have to be recompensed the same, does the so-called white man Esau of America has to be recompensed the same. He has to receive double according to Revelations, the 18th chapter. You see what I'm saying? So that's a lot of blood right there. But let's just get further into it. It says, "And ye shall take no satisfaction for him that is fled to the city of his refuge, that he should come again to dwell in the land until the death of the priest." Because that's who's able to hold him accountable. You see what I'm saying? It says, "So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are." And that's by the Spirit, because that's pretty much so-called white man has done. He has made America the city of his refuge. You see what I'm saying? And he's hiding out to the death of the priest, because they think they can outright kill, Yahweh Bashim Shah, Yahweh Shah and his anointed, you see, in which, bring forth the judgments and are able to condemn them. So that's why they, it's going into other part, side note, but this is why they want to erase the identity of Israel. You cut us off from being a nation. You see what I'm saying? That way they cut those bands, they break those bands asunder according to Psalms, the 83rd chapter, and also Psalms, the 2nd chapter. The bands in Psalms, the 2nd chapter, and in Psalms, the 83rd chapter, them cutting off the remembrance of Israel, so we won't be a nation anymore. And it's because this dude, he has blood on his hands, and he has to had that recompense. So he's fled to the city of his refuge. But nonetheless, this getting to the point, verse 33, "So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are." So that's why we don't accept that. It says this is in our law, which still stands for blood, it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So this is facts. So there you go. Okay. Let's go here. That's not even the one I wanted off top, but this is it. This is Leviticus 17 and 11. It says, "For the life of the flesh," I'm gonna start at, I'm gonna start at Yeah, I'm gonna start at 10. It says, "And whatsoever man there be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood," which is so-called white man's does. So the Lord is against this dude. You see what I'm saying? According to the law, all the way around, man. It says, "And we'll cut him off from among his people." It says, "For the life of the flesh is in the blood. For the life of the flesh is in the blood." So this is why this concept, rings bells and speaks volumes. You see what I'm saying? Because America is written to bleed out, man, according to the scriptures. And that's ultimately going to bring death, which is according to the scriptures, because it just told us, Leviticus 17:11, "For the life of the flesh is in the blood." So Lord willing, this could be a faith booster, you see. "And I have given it to you upon the altar to make atonement for your souls, for it is the blood that maketh atonement for the soul." See that? So that's why the Lord spills blood, man, because this so-called white man is spilling blood. So he's going to atone. America is going to be atoned. And we're going to get that word atone real quick. I mean, we know what it means, but we just going to get it.
Strong's H 3722. Kafir. Kafir.
Yeah. And the meaning is to cover, purge, propitiate. Let's get a good one. Appease. You see what I'm saying? It's going to appease the Lord by, having all the blood that's been spilt in America and, primarily by the so-called white man. America spilled a lot of blood, man. It's going to appease the Lord by spilling his blood. You see what I'm saying? And ultimately by putting his light, putting the lights out of this place. You see, putting this place lights out. Because if this place go on to spill as much blood, when this place goes on to spill as much blood, it's prophesied that it will, which is prophesied that it will spill. That's going to result in the end of this place. A timely death, if you will. So this is 1 Peter 4, and let's start at 7. It says, "But the end of all things is at hand. See, be ye therefore sober, and watch unto prayer." So yeah, you're gonna watch this happening. You're gonna watch this place bleed out. You see, and if it bleeds out, if it continues to bleed, that's this place losing its life. And we watching this place bleed out as well right now, because if the end of all things are at hand, that means you're gonna see it, the process of it, the end of America, all things. You see what I'm saying? You watching this place build out, bleed out. We watching this place bleed out. You see what I'm saying? And it's being televised, it's being recorded, it's being prophesied. You see what I'm saying? And it was all foretold. Real quick, this is Isaiah 46:10. It says, "Declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure." Yeah, so that's that, man. He's been, said this, and the Lord's counsel, right, which is instruction, is pretty much spirits of vengeance being put upon this place to bring forth the shedding of America's blood. You see what I'm saying? Which you got people in disagreements. You're going to see different riots. You're going to see different foundations end, different institutions come to an end, household names be put out, public trust be lost, never gotten back again. That's this place constantly bleeding out. Let's go here real quick. This is Jeremiah. And this should be beautiful if you have separated from this place, man. So this should be a faith booster. This is This is Jeremiah 51:6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. And that her is talking about America. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. See that? It says, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, Yahweh's hand. It says, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. Yeah, this place, it did nothing but perpetually, for as long as it could, or in its existence, you see what I'm saying? And establishing of connections with, the other people, once the so-called white man made this city his refuge, you know what I'm saying? If you see what I'm saying, it's done nothing but influence wickedness, you see what I'm saying? And it's did nothing but shed blood in order to build itself up. So that's why the nations are mad following this place. So that's why the Lord is targeting this place. You see what I'm saying? He's targeting actually what this place has targeted. You see what I'm saying? And that's what. We're going to come right back here in just a second. This is Ezekiel 35:6. Therefore, you know what? No, we're gonna go straight to it. Ezekiel 35:6. It says, therefore, as I'm gonna start at verse. We're gonna start straight at 1, because the so-called white man included in this. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it, and say unto it, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It says, power. It says, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will make thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. You see, now why? Why is he going to make the cities desolate? See, he's targeting this place. He's going to make the cities desolate because these cities were built by blood, man. You see what I'm saying? And he's actually had our people build up their communities, our communities by blood as well, because remember, all the nations have drunk of her wine. Therefore, all the nations are mad. Let's get that. There's a couple we can get. Satan just closed me out. Salakia. But yeah, the scriptures say, woe to him that built a city, you know what I'm saying, by blood. Habakkuk 2:12, woe to him that builded a town with blood and established a city by iniquity. You see what I'm saying? Let's go here. That should be I believe that's Micah in the 3rd chapter. Let me see real quick. Yeah, we're going to come back here too as well. Micah 3:10. It says, matter of fact, that's Habakkuk. Let's go here real quick. Habakkuk. Two and Salakia. I feel I ain't got this one in a minute. But yeah, this is Nahum 3:1. It says, woe to the bloody city. You see, it is all full of lies and robbery. And the prey, listen, it says the prey departed the not. So that's why the Lord, it says he got a sword upon these cities, man. You see what I'm saying? because these cities were established by blood. You see what I'm saying? They was built up by blood. So that's why it's ultimately woe to the bloody city, man. Completely. Now let's go back here in Micah 2. And then remember how the Lord just said, all the nations have learned from this place in the so-called white man. You see, and all our people have learned. You see what I'm saying? How to build up a city as well. So this is, see if I can go back here real quick. So Micah 3, and we're going to jump down to 10. They build up Zion with blood and Jerusalem with iniquity. And where is Zion right now? You see what I'm saying? It's in America, primarily, man. You see what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and go back here now. This is yeah, let's go back here real quick. This is Jeremiah 51, and we're gonna start at 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. You see, the nations have drunken of her wine, meaning her philosophies, her influence. You see what I'm saying? Her doctrine, her teachings. You see? Because they call wine spirits. But anyway, therefore the nations are mad. Because this is how this place get down. You following this place, you're going to be, this place built itself off bloodshed, man. You see what I'm saying? And taught the holy people how to do that. This place love blood, man. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord got to get that back to you. So we can go ahead and go here now, since I said that by the Spirit. This is Ezekiel 35:4. It says, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. This is why he has to do it. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashmi shall power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. You see? Thus will I make Mount Seir. We'll go ahead and go back here. This is Jeremiah 51 and 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made it all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly falling. So that's what you're seeing now. This place is starting to fall. Why? Because it's the end of all things. The Lord's about to put this place lights out, man. He's about to put the so-called white man's life out, lights out. There's only so much blood you can lose before you out. Because why? Why do we know that? Because the life is in the blood. The life is in the blood, man. You see? So the blood is the life. So all the life you once knew America to be able to give you is no more. It's ceasing. You see what I'm saying? And more ways, things that they used to be able to do and be known for and give you, they are no more. So this place is bleeding out. You see? Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. You see? Forsake her and let us go, every man into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven and is lifted up to the sky. You see what I'm saying? And that take me right here. This is Revelation 18. So the Lord got to give you all that blood back, man. You see, you reap what you sow, as the scriptures say. Be not deceived, for God is mocked. Whatever a man soweth, he gonna reap. He shall reap the same. You see what I'm saying? So this is Revelation 18, and we're gonna start at 5, like the Lord just says, verse 4. And I heard another voice coming from heaven, saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven. And God had to remember her iniquities, all that building up the city by blood, slaves, our ancestors, the conquest of America, place now known as America that was named after so-called white man. And he got it through bloodshed, man. It says, God, the Most High, the Heavenly Father, have remember her iniquities, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double, according to her works. See that? And the cup which she has filled to her double. See that? So the Lord, He keeps His word. You know, as He say in the book of Numbers, He makes good. He makes good on His word, bro. You know what I'm saying? So this is Jeremiah 17:10. It says, I the Lord search the heart. I the Lord Yahweh search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. You see what I'm saying? So that's that, man. This is clear. You know? So reward her even as she rewarded you. Revelation in the 18th chapter in the 6th verse. And double unto her double according to her works. And the cup which she has filled to her double. See that? So this place about to pass out. This place is not coming back from this, man. You know what I'm saying? And we seeing it live, man. It's happening. You see what I'm saying? So that's pretty much, you know, I believe I covered everything. You know what I'm saying? By the Spirit. See. Yeah, this is Ezekiel 35:7. Thus will I cut thee, Slakia. Thus, meaning like this. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth. You see what I'm saying? So that's it, man. Because this place not coming back. Thus will it says, and I will fill his mountains with his slain men, and in thy hills, you see, and in thy valleys. So that's a lot of blood. And in thy rivers. This ultimately gets physical to the inhabitants, the controllers of it, this so-called white man. It says, shall they fall that are slain with the sword? I will make thee perpetual desolations forever. It says, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. See what I'm saying? It says, because thou hast said, and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. So that's it, man. The Lord is he's about to do it, man. You're gonna watch this place bleed out, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no coming back after this. So once we get closer and closer to the end, you're gonna clearly see, man, the Lord was not playing. You see? That's pretty much it. Now let's go ahead and get my last couple of scriptures. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. This is Isaiah 34:2. It says, I'm gonna start at 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth out of it, for the indignation of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. It's already written, meaning their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. You see? And the mountains is talking about the government, which is what you see just happened at the Capitol of DC being attacked, man. Capitol building. You see? And all the hosts of heaven, that was a sign, so warning shot. One more shot in the mouth, bled out in there. regardless if people think it's staged or not, this is ultimately going to bring forth the manifestation of you clearly knowing this is real. You see? The words of Yahweh Shemel Shah, what the men been prophesying, and the men, women, and children have turned to and believe in, of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indian nation, but it's the Israelite nation. And all the heavens shall be dissolved. Now we're going to jump down to the point. Verse 5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. I'm going to start at, I'm going to go ahead and get this. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. It shall come down upon Idumea, meaning Esau, so-called white man, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats. You see that? These people. It says, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. So this place is about to bleed out, man. It's not coming back. Everything you seeing happening, everything shutting down, places you can't go anymore. That's more and more life being taken out of this place. The Lord is daggering that place, hitting this place, hitting this place, hitting this place, and then it's gonna play out physically to the people. You see what I'm saying? And this place will never, ever, ever come back from it, as the scriptures just said, as the Lord just said, man. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna return after this. So the place is not gonna return, and ultimately, the people are not going to return. And with that, I'll go ahead and get that and close this out. This is Isaiah 14 and 21. And it reads, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. See what I'm saying? It says, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord. You see what I'm saying? I will make it a possession for the benter and pools of water, and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts. You see what I'm saying? So that's it, man. It says, thus saith the Lord, thus the Lord Yahweh Bashmel shall have sworn, saying, that surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And as I have purposed, so shall it stand. So that's it, man. The Lord's about to bring an end to this place, and you're going to see it, man. He's spoken. It should be clear, Lord willing. This has been edifying, boosting. You're going to watch this place bleed out, and there's nothing it could do, man. You see what I'm saying? It's nothing the so-called white man could be able to do. So Lord has been edifying, but close out, give our honor, praise, and glory to the Heavenly Father, name his son, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shah, Wahakudashakah. Till next time, Shalom. Yeah.